Hi folks, welcome back. So this is the third category in keeping with capital growth. This is about buying a shares package, which is something I did a few days ago. And with shares, that allows you to become a co-owner of the company. And the company is currently in pre-IPO stage, which means getting things at discount, but also it's going to the exchange and coming out of pre-IPO mode in 2025. And so in 2017, just to give you an idea of the scope of growth, they came out with round one, in which the share price started at €1, and over 3 years it grew to about €223 thereabouts. So it just gives you an idea of its growth over 3 years. That was well before I knew about this. Then after that, they came out with round two, started it at €10. And as you can see here, it's already €52. And so I decided, rather than wait for my bonuses to come out from the system, I would buy this because I wanted to lock in the contract at this price. So how does this work? So let me go to the package I bought. So this was the one I bought. Again, on the first rung, there are other packages of higher value, and you can buy as many as you want, but just in keeping with what I did. So I bought this contract, and it's a contract again. And so here's how this works. Usually in the kind of traditional mode, you want to look at this right-hand side, and it says that the full price of this particular contract would be €4,667. And that allows you to get 90 equity convertible notes. And what that means here is 5 of those equity convertible notes translate into 1 share. So, so you can do the math there. And so in traditional speak, you'd either be able to participate in this and you have just under 5,000, or you're priced out. And a lot of people would be priced out of that. So what they wanted to do was to enable people to participate, but without paying the full price, and yet to get that upside potential. And so they came out with the concept of this contract, which allows you at just 10% of the payment, the overall payment, which in this case is €450, to acquire, in this case, 9 ECN, which is just under 2 shares. But it also locks in this price. And so you have a year, if you choose to chip away within this contract to get as much up to this maximum amount. So again, it gives you the right to acquire a maximum of 90 ECN, but you can chip away over a year, whether you pay for it out of your pocket, which you might choose to do, and say, I've got a year and I'll take a certain amount out of my salary and put it into this. Or a smarter way, if you want to do that, is to allow the bonuses from the system to allow you to chip away so you're not paying out of your pocket. That's the ultimate leverage. So this is what I did. I bought this contract. And so the key thing here is, as I chip away, it's locked in at this price. So if the share price goes up another few dollars, and it's gone up a couple of dollars even in the last few weeks, I get to work with this price. So this is huge, because it allows me to participate in something that I wouldn't be able to do so otherwise. And so let me talk about the game tokens now, which is something really special here. So you notice here A3 and B3. And remember, going back to video 2, when I bought the gold back coin package, I also had A3 and B3. So what does that mean? They are game tokens that when you acquire them, they place you on a game board. So this is quite a fun thing, because you notice there's more than one board. It goes all the way up to F for the moment. And I had 3 for the A board, 3 for the B board when I bought in video 2, the coin backed package. And then the shares package, I had A3, B3. So it's 3 of each token. And so they get placed on a game board. And so when I bought the coin package, those were the 3 that got placed here. And then with the recent acquisition of the shares package, 3 placed here. And the same on the B board. I won't open that up, but it's a similar story there. So what does that mean? Well, when you go down here, you will see that for each section of the board that you complete, you accrue bonuses. So let me just look at the first one. 3x3 on the A board accrues 25 euros and on the B board 40 euros. What does that look like? Well, if we go back up, what is a 3x3? Ignore this first token that placed me on the board. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and when this fills in 3 in the upper section, that is 3x3. And so I'm 1 away from acquiring 25 euros on the A board and also 40 on the B board. That's 65 euros. Now remember, 50% of what you earn goes back into this part of the system, which means you get to chip away at that contract by acquiring a bit more of it, but keeping it at the price I mentioned. And so this gamification is really good because it allows you to do that on your own as an individual, or if other people that you invite into the system do likewise, it will build that up even more. And excuse me, the nice thing about this is that not only do the bonuses increase as you go up the boards, but even within one board, I mean, the A board has something like a total of 675 euros in bonuses. And so the nice thing is, as you get to complete one little matrix 3x3, it opens up the next part into a 6x6. So when this completes, it will produce 2 more here. And now you know you've got 8 to fill to get your 6x6. And I'm actually not far from that happening because I know, a couple of people that want to do that. So what does that mean? Well, that will mean 50 plus 80 here, 130 euros. Half goes back into chipping away at that contract. Can you see how this can build up? So this is what I was alluding to when I was saying that even if you just want to do this for yourself without sharing it with other people, you can do so and you can acquire more and leverage your gold holdings just through the bonuses alone. And so that is massive because it gives you massive upside potential. So in summary, I hope you can see through the 3 things I shared that even, for example, you don't have to do what I did. I decided to get one of each because I wanted to build a solid foundation. And so everything in this system, I've opened up the flaps, if you like, to maximize that leverage in every department, but you don't have to do that. You might decide, well, hey, I just want to do the shares package. That's absolutely fine. 450 euros and you get some game tokens. And it's up to you then whether you want to, chip away from paying in or whether you just want to, at the same time in tandem, acquire more of these game tokens every time you do that. And that will start to circulate back into chipping away the contract. So there's something here for everybody. And, I, for one, on going back to the coaching and mentoring, maybe on one of my coaching packages, I decide to give people a bonus of a funded gold reserve account like this, because that's my way of wanting to help people in the freedom space to free their money by utilizing and leveraging real money that's inflation proof. So I hope this gives you an idea and an overview of the benefits of each of those categories, how the leverage works in each of those categories. And now that you've seen through my experience what I did, that gives you a little bit of an experience and insight, but you can decide based on what you've seen and what I've done, what appeals to you and what you want to do, and which one that you want to, whether one or more of those 3. And remember, there are more to come. There's 12 ways. And you can decide for yourself whether that's of benefit to you and move forward accordingly or not, as the case may be. So I hope that's given you an overview. I've deliberately avoided going into the minutiae of it so that you can get the sense of how leverage works for you and how it could benefit you. So on that note, please feel free to reach out with any questions, and speak to you later.